Well, he is the latest member of Mayor Stephen Reed's administration to say that he is moving on and he's leaving his post today. Tonight, in fact, is Dan Soulier's final shift as chief of the Harrisburg Bureau of Fire. In all, he spent 31 years with the city fire service, and recently he spent a few minutes with me for a one-on-one interview.
I am retired. 31 years and 14 days.
From a young engine driver to lieutenant to deputy chief and eventually to the top spot, Dan Soulier has had a memorable rise through the ranks.
But I was very fortunate in my career. I came one of what we referred to as the war years, and that was from the mid-70s through the mid-80s. Harrisburg was literally burning. A lot of the vacant lots you see being redeveloped were fires I had back in the 70s and the 80s.
One of the biggest was in 1986, the TRW fire, at which Soulier was first on the scene.
I was the driver of the first engine in and pulled in and had large volumes of fire on the northern end of the warehouse, and some of the most colorful smoke I've ever seen in my career, even to this day, coming out the southern end of the warehouse. I knew I was now about to get into something I never experienced before, dealing with a chemical machine shop operation.
31 years with the City Fire Bureau. What are some of your proudest achievements?
Getting the fire safety message out, and one of those big blessings certainly has been Engine 21.
First of all, I want to say that CBS 21 is very happy to be teaming up with the Harrisburg Fire Department. What began as a pilot segment during Fire Prevention Week, when the Engine 21 blossomed into one of the longest-running weekly segments ever on CBS 21 News.
This is the remains of a steel-belted radial tire.
With more than 200 episodes over 5 years, the chief used the TV time to spread fire prevention tips, and often demonstrating the consequences.
Never did I imagine that it would become as popular of a segment that it became in length, as well as the deliverance of the message. I mean, each time we try something different, Mike, you know we get into things we shouldn't be getting into.
Totally out of control.
But that's okay.
The chief's other professional achievements include starting a juvenile fire setters program aimed at rehabbing child arsonists, a program that's become a model for several other states. And personally, founding Harrisburg's first pipe and drum band, the Low Keel Emerald Society, made up of local fire and police officers and others. Award-winning, the band has played before 2 presidents and once even opened for Rod Stewart.
My motto was everybody goes home.
As for where the chief will go, traveling will be a priority and having some fun, as well as keeping an eye on the city he's served for more than half his life. As for who the next mayor will choose to replace him, he's not sure, but he hopes it's someone who already wears the same patch.
I feel we have very fine quality individuals within the department who would be capable of handling the job.
Dan Soulier's retirement as fire chief is effective tonight at midnight. 2 of the city's battalion chiefs will now lead the department during a transition period before Mayor-elect Linda Thompson names a permanent replacement.